Hi Libra, I've been wanting to do your April reading since yesterday, but here we are. I'm going to go ahead and stage myself a little bit. I don't even know why, but it took forever to get set up today. I'm like, even this picture isn't like centered, and of course I can't even speak very well because of my teeth right now. I just went to the dentist yesterday and that was a lot of fun, getting everything tightened up, my braces and whatnot. So that's super fun. But Libra, I'm here for you. I just wanted to do your reading. It's been on my mind yesterday. Like, I don't have any agenda or anything, but it kept coming to mind. And I'm like, Libra, Libra. So here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and get centered. And here we go. Let's take a moment. Call in the good juju. And let's see what Libra has in store for the month of April. Messages for Libra, please. My friends, Libra. What does Libra need to know for the month of April? Whatever is going to be important, helpful, enlightening. I saw the Queen of Wands. We'll see if she comes out back again. Anything for the month of April for Libra, please. Whatever's the most important messages for the collective, my beautiful Libras. Hermit. Let me get this out of the way. It's kind of distracting. So maybe you're in the Hermit mode right now. Maybe you're doing a little bit of studying, looking into whatever gives you like joy. It could be, you know, I don't know, reading for fun, reading a novel, getting back into what you used to like, I feel. She's got a box of chocolates here. I feel like there's a plethora of things that you could be doing right now. Getting some inner learning. I know it sounds really funny, but whatever makes your soul feel kind of comfortable. Maybe you're reading about yoga or books that are spiritual, about ascending, or reading love novels. Who knows, right? There's so much out there, but you need to disconnect. Now, one thing I want to point out while I was looking at this, we've got a little clock right here. And the clock is like off camera or off picture, whatever you want to call it. So I feel like you have a limited time that you have been maybe in this, not introvert, but yeah, just kind of doing you, which I feel like is really good. Maybe people are trying to pull on your energy, on your time, on your attention, you're not having it. So you have a little bit more time to be in the Hermit mode, which is good. That's also about self-searching, going within, and just really seeing lessons from the past, dreams and desires from the past, and pulling those forward into the present. So, why does Libra have the Hermit here, please? Why is this important for Libra? Let's find out. Libra. What? I love this card, the High Priestess. I'm getting chills on the back of my head. I'm not sure what this is about. Where like your hair kind of like stands up. Okay, but what I want to say is like your intuition is being developed. I feel like you're getting hits of intuition. You have your quintessential horseshoe down here. And I feel like you're in a lucky path right now. A lucky wave, a lucky receptive mode, for lack of a better word, okay? And this is really beautiful energy because the fire pit is right in the middle. And I feel like you were kind of doing away with old stuff. I just noticed bones in there. I've never actually noticed that before. And maybe you're kind of like purifying old things and kind of getting to nitty gritty and doing away with things. And I did not notice before. I don't have my glasses on, but there's actual candles on this horseshoe, and it could be that you're really illuminating things that are like lucky for you, fortunate for you, things that are going to bring you good luck, and you're studying about that, and you're just like, you know what, this is a good decision for me, this is a good path. Maybe that's what's happening for you, dear Libras. And I know that, you know, you're a sign that you want to be fair, you want to please everybody, I feel a lot of times, but it's going to be really important that you do you, that you take your power and your essence, okay? One thing that I want to mention, this is my zombie deck, of course. You're sitting on a big, huge skull right here, and it could be something that your old way of thinking, because I almost feel like this is a different hand holding the head, which is kind of an interesting image, right? And so I feel like whatever used to give you kind of headaches, or whatever used to kind of cause you to contemplate or not feel like you were in tune, or whatever was trying to kind of rip you apart or indecision, you're getting clarity now because you're going within. And I love that for you. Number 2, in this deck, that's a High Priestess, and that is, for me, all about your personal power. So you're coming into your personal power, you're looking at things from a different perspective, and really getting spiritually connected. Good for you, Libra. I just dropped a whole bunch. So let's see what jumpers came out. Okay. This is interesting. So I had the 4 of Wands come out. Well, jump out, basically. For me, jumpers are always cards that want to speak more than... They just want to be heard, loud and proud. Now, the 4 of Wands is all about your home life, your stability, creating a home. And what's that word? Domicilio. And it's upside down. So I feel like maybe there could be some havoc going on in your home life right now, or you're getting ready to move, or you're making decisions about what's good for you, what's not good for you. And things are a little bit on their heads right now. And maybe you are trying to kind of stir the pot because it just hasn't been a good place for you to work in, to be centered in. Maybe your home life is chaotic or has been, okay? Now, the next card I get for you is another 4. And 4 to me is all about stability, about building, about 4 corners of the earth, 4 corners of your foundation, your personal foundation, your home foundation. It's also a nod to me, to the Emperor. Okay, so maybe somebody who is a little bit dogmatic or has ideas about how things should be, has to be, whatever. And this is all on its head right now. So you're stirring things up. Our intuition is telling you that's no longer good for you, okay? We're going to find out a little bit more about this. What else is going on with Libra? Let me take a drink. This is green tea. I don't know where this trend came about, dear Libra, that we have to show you our drinks, but this is green tea. You can see for yourself. I'm not drinking on the job, right? That is so cool. Hold on. My cup has lips. Okay. I'm all better now. So here we go, Libra. What do we have to know for Libra? Whatever's going to be really important. Why is the 4 of Swords and 4 of Wands coming upside down? What is wreaking havoc, or what major changes? I feel like it's a major change. Yes, you're getting clarity. You're getting clarity. You're like, this bullshit's not for me anymore. I'm getting clarity. I will straight cut out whatever is causing me to feel unstable, unbalanced, or no longer serves me. I'm getting that clarity, and here is a bullseye right behind this beautiful sword. Now, I want to show you, like, it's almost like this zombie hand is giving you the sword. So, in death, things ending, you're getting clarity. Like, for example, maybe you're done with school, or you're done with a stage in life. You're a new parent, or maybe you're off to college or something like that. Something has ended, or is going to end. It's going to bring great clarity, and it's going to help you to feel really empowered, okay? So, then I have the Queen of Cups here. Queen of Hazards, and that's really interesting. This is a person who's like really stable. This could be your mom, a lady that influences your life somehow. She is really good with animals, good with kids, and people love her. Now there is this little like chair, and the chair is changed or something, but you don't really see what, and it's interesting. It's almost like this person is going to sit and not do a thing, not lift a finger. Her arms are gone. How could she possibly act on anything? But she looks pretty in front of society. She feels pretty. She presents well, you guys. This could be somebody who has a lot of clout in your life, a lot of say-so, but they really don't do a damn thing. Okay, so I would really consider that. And her eyes are, well, she's a zombie. I mean, she's a gorgeous zombie, but zombie nonetheless. Her eyes are glazed over with that white sclera thing. I don't know. It's almost like she just can't see. So I feel like she can't help you, and she can't see. she's not having her own clarity. Okay, so this could be a parent. This could be someone in your life, like a partner. But you're going to know who that is because I listed out the characteristics of how this person is acting in the now. And once again, it doesn't have to be like gender specific. It's just a characteristic, okay? So show me what it is that Libra needs at this moment. My dogs are going a little bit crazy, sorry. Libra, you are ending stuff. You're not putting up with any crap no more. You're doing you. You're going through a cycle where you're putting things to an end, where this is how I used to do it. I don't do it no more like that. I'm changing. It could be like the old you in some ways is dying. I see that. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing because we should constantly be changing and regenerating, right? Excuse me. It says nearly all cases result from bites. They can transmit this disease before they show symptoms of it. So I need my glasses, but if a person is bitten, his bite should immediately be reported to health department as soon as possible. If the person cannot be confined or observed, the person bitten should be destroyed. Okay. Don't tell me that doesn't sound like what's going on with current events right now. I just kind of feel like that's all about everything needs to be reported, and you have the CDC involved, and they are major into surveilling every little itty bitty thing people are doing. Don't think it's not even true. It is totally true. And is it for the better of you? Interesting. I hope that you're really doing your own homework, observing, because I definitely am of the school of thought that no, it's not for the better people. Somebody stands to gain, and it's not you, and it's definitely not me. But don't think that those that don't comply eventually won't be destroyed. Look, can't make this up. You've got the devil. This is about control, about obsession, about wanting to do things no matter what, spying, I keep calling them cobwebs. Libra, hang in there with me. I'll get it together, Brazil. Spiderwebs, sorry, old spiderwebs. So this is like nothing new. I just feel like we're starting to see things a little bit more now that government, etc., is like really exercising control and flexing their muscles. Okay, now for Libra, a lot of you guys, I feel like you are going to be in a mourning and sadness. Yeah, I just did put my ring on. I feel like it's my lucky ring. But being sad about what used to be, how it used to be, looking at things like, gosh, a year and a half ago I was in such a different place. I felt free. I felt like I could do things. I could travel if I wanted to, even if you don't. I mean, that's me. I want the freedom in my brain. But this is sitting literally in a cemetery, perhaps with your inner child or even with your child, and reminiscing. It's like, man, it used to be nice when everybody around was alive. I felt like things were alive. And what I mean by that, with people being asleep right now, yeah, there's been a great awakening and people are waking up to what's going on in reality around them and how their actions are being monitored, controlled by every platinum and forum. I mean, it starts with simple things like, like Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok and Twitter and all those things that are being constantly filtered through a lens that isn't necessarily yours because it's continually, what do they call it? It's like monitored, and then they have these things where they talk about, oh, fact check, that's totally fake, and they erase your posts and stuff like that. Which is really interesting because never in the history of has there been a movement like this where the government really displays such concern about the facts. They're happy to make money off of you, but now they're happy to control what you think. It's all propaganda. And if you don't think this is true, fancy, just an idea. I mean, if I'm off my rocker, that's fine, but what if I'm right? Look at this guy sneaking from behind the tree, looking at everything. He's looking at me, and these people are not paying attention. So, dear Libra, this could be you not paying attention, but don't think that you are not being watched. monitored in some way. I think we all are. And again, it depends on what side you're on. If you think, well, this is for the better, we don't know what's good for us. We can't decide we're not doctors. Neither is Bill Gates, by the way. Just want to put that out there. And it's going to be really sad, you guys. I mean, this is tied to your happiness, okay? All you want is happiness, dear Libra. You want the truth, happiness. You want things to go back to the way they were. Maybe we all feel like we didn't know how good we had it until this happened. And to think that things are going to go back to normal, definitely not. And we've already projected, those of us that have really, I guess you can call it conspiracy theory, but I mean, look at the theory in effect right now, I mean, mandatory vaccinations, you'd think that isn't a thing, where people a year and a half ago were saying that will never happen, our country will never shut down, I'll never wear a mask. Those same people have flipped and they're like lining up saying, jab me, go ahead and jab me. It's just a jab in the arm, it doesn't make a difference, and compliant at every turn. But without questioning the facts, questioning, the guidelines. How does it make sense? For example, I just went on a trip to California a couple of weeks back, and I noticed that, okay, let's all be compliant. I had my mask on. I'm, not trying to rock any more boats I need to, but my personal opinion is it's a bunch of, But there's 6 feet ahead of me, and yeah, we have markers. We're 6 feet ahead. I'm watching. I don't want to freak anyone out, so I'm compliant, whatever. Person behind me, kind of, sort of, they're kind of encroaching on my space. When I turn and look, sure is shooting. It's like the Disneyland zigzag, you guys. And to my side, there is not even 2 feet away. I'm like shoulder to shoulder on both sides. So tell me how that is 6 feet apart, and we're taking these guidelines so seriously. They're even taking up like lifting mandatory masks and stuff like that and doing nose covers only. It's just crazy. I don't even know. But if it's not logical to you, if it doesn't make sense to you, kind of rethink things. Now you're looking for your happiness, dear Libra, and I feel like your happiness, you're kind of like, well, I used to be happy, things were great. Well, I feel like this is a great awakening for a lot of us. This is a time when you are going to purge all the bullshit, the what's real for you, to what you've been fed. Okay, you're separating those things. By the same token, it's a great empowering time for you. I feel like you're gonna start taking all your tools after you're studying, after you're reflecting, being in hermit mode, and you have the tools to go ahead and saw off whatever it is that no longer becomes you, whatever you feel not as connected to anymore. You're willing to go there. You're willing to make your own alchemy. You have all the ingredients, the tools, and knowledge. I mean, you know about DNA. You know about looking under a microscope yourself. This could be like, really scrutinizing things yourself and seeing if it makes sense. Does this make sense for my life anymore? Does that make sense for my life anymore? And really changing everything in order to manifest the life that you want. This is a vibration magician number 1 in this deck, and he is just kind of like, he is intelligent, well-schooled, willing to experiment, willing to explore. He's not set on like, oh, that body is dead necessarily. He's just going to check it out and see if he can do something different with it maybe. So there is a lot of science here, a lot of magic, if you will. But it could be that you're putting different ingredients together to create the life that you want, and I love that for you. The next one up, it's going to cause a lot of strife, a lot of struggles within yourself, first of all, and then outside of yourself. People are not going to like, dear Libra, what you decide. Maybe you're going against the grain, against the Queen of Pentacles, like this is how we've always done things, and it's going to cause some fireworks. I mean, this fire stick here, you guys, a vibration number 5, a lot of change, fluctuation, emotionally, mentally, physically, and then we have the 6 of hazards. And this is a goalpost being moved a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, if you see that. And once again, it is one of the doctors, one of the, I know better, I'm smarter than everybody else, manipulating the zombie and moving that meat so that he can actually just mow the lawn and do what he wants. So the point is not for the zombie to get fed, but it's to manipulate him to do whatever it is that he needs to do, according to the guys in the white coats who know better than everybody else, okay? So that is my 2 cents on that. It's so weird. Here's another 6, okay? Reminiscing about the past, somebody from the past can have a lot to do with how you're feeling, what you're thinking, where you're heading, and decisions that you're currently making, Libra. So with that, I want to find out who is here for Libra, please, because this is somebody who gives you, in your memory, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness. Look at how she's just so content. But if you notice, this zombie kid doesn't give back to her. He might be hugging her, but he's probably like grinning, like I can bite her anytime I want. So I feel like you're looking back at the past with a fondness of maybe a situation or people that wasn't necessarily there for you in the way that you showed up for them, okay? And keep in mind, you're reaching kind of an enlightenment stage where people need to be there for you. They need to be there. And once again, I'm seeing, hang on, I gotta show you this, hands down here. The zombie's hands are gone, just like the Queen of Pentacles. And so this person maybe didn't lift a lot of fingers to help you, make you feel good or whatever. So tell me, ancestors, what is it that we need to know for Libra? Who is showing up again? Libra, I feel like this is a lot of your energy. This could be someone in your family history who was a Libra when they were alive, someone who was quiet, observed everything, knew everything, super intelligent. This person flew under the radar for a long, long time, I feel. Even if you don't know who they are, ask questions to get out, bust out with pictures and ask who this was and who that was, because this person is willing to help you. I feel like they can magnify your powers of observation if you start asking your ancestors for help. I feel like they will be there, okay? Just because things sound like really weird and old-fashioned and whatnot doesn't mean that they don't work. Sometimes with science and with modern technology, we've really talked ourselves into out of almost like being human anymore. Where is the teaching of your ancestors? And where's the teaching of how people used to do things, and like medicine, how it was literally plants, okay? Another thing that I want to show you is this lady here. I feel like she's coming forward. I feel like the letter J and the letter M for different people, of course. Libra, this could be like Julia, Jane, Janet, Julia, Juliana, Julieta, Jules, something like that. M for Mary, Martha, Magdalene. Let's go through all the biblical names. But anyways, all the M names: Mariana, Maria, Marissa, names like that of your ancestors that are pulling through. And this is someone who was really reliable, maybe had a little bit of mystique, maybe a little bit of a gypsy soul in there somewhere, but somebody who wasn't afraid to get things done. I feel like she was, she got to be like a young abuela too, like a grandmother, young grandmother, but people loved her, but she had a firm hand. And she is someone who like really could see right through you. And I feel like family would go to her for approval and things like that. She has a lot to do with what's going on around you. You can call on her energy, and even if you don't know who it is, you could say, you know what, I just need messages, and I feel like you're going to get it because you had the High Priestess before, right? And you're going to get those messages yourself, so you don't have to continue wondering what is going on. You can get your own messages and your own help, Libra. So, Libra, what else do we have? I know this reading is a little bit kind of like all over the place. I feel like even I got centered and the energies are just everywhere. And maybe you're feeling that way. Maybe you're feeling a little bit scattered. I do feel like you're feeling energy around you, and then you question it. And I feel like you get spiritual hits, like, oh, this is what's going on. Then you question it. And maybe you're doing some studying for yourself on that, right? What else do we have for my lovely Libras? Look, cannot make this up. This is from, I gotta show you this. This is from Soul Cards 2. I don't think I have that in my bio or whatever. Deborah Koff Chapin. Okay, Deborah Koff Chapin. It's a the second edition. But if you look, this is being in the receiving mode. Libra, get in the receiving mode and allow those messages to come to you. Just get really centered and start out small if you're not into the whole meditation thing. With just breathing deep, getting that breath away from like the old breathing, the old breath from your belly, getting all of that out. And I feel like the message that you get is going to blow your mind. I open up my hands sometimes when I meditate just to receive, to show spirit, like I'm here, I'm showing up for you, please show up for me. And I always get messages, and they're beautiful. If you could just write down your first impressions of those messages, like what you hear, what you see, what you're feeling, you're going to be blown away. Libra, I feel like also if you look carefully here, this looks like a heart. And I feel like this is almost telling you what's going to help your heart heal or feel like your heart is complete is really opening up. It might also open up your throat chakra along with it, but that to me looks like a heart. And this is like what is at the heart of the matter for you currently, okay? Also, look, there's a child that could really have an effect or impact on you. Somebody that maybe you want to protect, some of you. It could be your child, or it could be a sibling, but this is a kid who like really radiates, like when they walk in, people notice them, could be a little bit loud, like, hey, look at me, like totally naked, but I feel like she's throwing her elbow over here protecting this child and even asking for protection of that child. And so it could be like a sibling that you feel responsible for, but not many people know, or you're not obviously saying, well, I'm doing this because I want to watch out for my sibling, or I want to watch out for my child, but you're really protective. And I do feel like you pray or you ask spirit or gods. And also there's a connection of like the northern lights here. If you look right here, I just love that. Maybe you have a desire to go see the northern lights. Maybe you had an experience with the northern lights and a child in some way, shape, or form, okay? So let me do a couple of more messages, Libra, and I hope that this works. I always forget this, but if you can please like, share, comment, subscribe, I would really appreciate your time, your effort, your energy. That does let me know that at least somebody's listening. Okay, look, Two of Wands jumped out for you. You're going to have choices coming up really quick. One is the old and one is the new. I always tell people, if you've been there, done that, move on, do something different. The world awaits you with the new wand. I feel like in your heart, you're making your choice, but you're still kind of debating. This wand is stuck. It's actually riveted, or whatever that's called, onto this cement wall thingy. So I think that you know that if you stay where you're at, you're going to feel stuck. You're not going to move forward. But this holds so much potential, possibility, maybe even travel. A different kind of a life than what you have been really desiring, okay? So think about it. Two, the number two again. And I have right here the King of Pentacles. This could be your father. This could be a husband, a spouse, a provider. Now, with this person is really stubborn. They hold a lot of keys to your finances, to your balance, your family life balance, all those things. And even though he's crowned, he just seems like not happy in this picture. He just doesn't seem like he's really happy. He might be listening to things in his own mind or trying to follow his own intuition. The grape leaves have grown around him. Maybe this is a person that hasn't experienced a lot of movement in their own lives, kind of like they're stuck on one idea and they don't want to change or move. And they feel like they're growing and flourishing where they are, and maybe they are, but I feel like in some way it can impede your personal growth, or it has an impact on what you're going to choose, the old and the new. The old is what you're familiar with, which is like the energy of this person. The new is a great mystery. And backing that up is here. I feel like there's a lot of subterfuge around you. Libra, it could have to do with this man. Again, a father, a boss, an older sibling, an energy of somebody who has the money, the Midas touch, who knows how to manage their own finances, who doesn't let go of money easily, by the way. But there's a great mystery with them. You don't know a lot about them. There's a lot that you don't know. I feel like they pulled a lot of illusion tricks. Is that even a term? Illusionary tricks. Like they make you see, oh look, it's a dog, but really it's a wolf. Um, and then coming up out of the waters. There's a lot of mystery about what's coming out of the waters. The waters to me is like emotion. Now this king is far from like being emotional in this instant. He's portrayed more as like the stoic, I got things going on in the household, kind of like I kind of control the money, or I got things together. But what you don't know and you don't see is that there's a lot of mystery. He's definitely dualistic, two-sided. There is a great mystery about him. He could be getting, or you could be getting some information that this is true. For example, if you feel it in your gut, Libra, this message is for you. If not, ignore it. Obviously, these are general messages for the collective, whoever needs to hear it. So I want to say that these are always like spiritual messages, these little flecks of, I don't know, specks of something or other. And what you're seeing is like a division in between this person's like mind and their actions, or something like that, dualistic life. Very much kind of like do as I say, not as I do, or I present one way, but I really do a different way. Or I say one thing and I do another. Or there's a lot of decoys here in this person. And I think that you're seeing through it. You sense a lot of subterfuge as well. I don't think that you're going to be fooled for long. But look at this like big scorpion coming out. Is that a scorpion? Yeah, lobster. I don't know. It's like coming out of the water. Probably a lobster. And this thing can like pinch you. I don't want to be surprised by a lobster. I love lobster on my plate, but I don't want the shock of what the heck. Unless, again, it's on my plate. So I'm just going to say that you might have some surprises. You can experience some personal attacks from this person. Hopefully not like physical, but to where you just don't know where they're coming from. And the reason why things are so nebulous is because they're not forthcoming. Look at this energy right here, dear Libra. They're holding on to everything. They're not telling you a damn thing. They're holding on to their feelings, their money. And what's on their minds? Money. Money. Stability. I'm the king. I hold stuff together. I say when these coins leave. I say when you have the money. In the meantime, they're sitting on really a gray area. That's interesting. I just feel like this person's seedy and not forthcoming, and is causing some confusion. How can we help Libra, please? Overcome this energy of confusion. What do we need to know? How can Libra just really gain clarity, please? You're going to have a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights trying to make decisions. I would say write down 9 things that are stressing you out, keeping you awake, keeping you in that mode, and get rid of stuff that doesn't belong. If you can't control it, get rid of it. If you can change it, try to change it. If you can dump the stress, dump it. But if you notice here, there's a lot of fighting. Maybe there's a lot of fighting around you, people fighting around you that causes you distress, and you cannot sleep. You can't make a decision. You're stressed out, okay? I feel like that energy is leaving. You are going to hold on to something that gives you joy, that you feel like there is momentum, there's positivity, there's an area that's going to thrive for you. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot, Libra, to do love. How could we not do love? What is wrong with me? Okay, Libra. Love for Libra. What is going on with love? Maybe we want to use a different deck. Now this is the Gilded Tarot, I think it's called. And I have like 2 decks in here. So Libra wants to know about their love life. Show me a little bit about Libra's love life. Again, choices. You're going to make choices. You're going to have options, choices and options. Now, I want to point out in this deck, I love how the road here just appears kind of like normal, but if you look at it, it feels more like that A, that nimbus, that symbol of protection, and it's broken in the center. There is something that maybe you feel like I'm being protected by, or that protects me, my mindset, with the old and the new, and I have to break through it and go ahead and make a choice. Maybe it's a choice between 2 people, a choice between traveling. I feel like it's a choice between, if it's 2 people, one that's like a fire sign, just like all excited and intense, and you know, Aries, Sag, Leo, anything like that, or an air sign. Somebody's super intellectual. They think things through a lot, or very airy also. So I don't know. It could, if it fits, if the shoe fits, right? Libra, what else do we have here? Look, you're going to make a judgment. You're going to make a judgment. I'm not even making this up. Look, judgment about what? About a commitment. You're going to commit to what? Let's find out. And this is all about like judging to see also kind of like old traditional life or a commitment. The King of Cups. You're going to see what brings you great joy. This could literally be a man or a woman who is in touch with their feelings. They feel a lot. They kind of keep their emotions suppressed or under control. And what else? What choices do we have? Or the choice to be balanced, be in your own element, knowing, dear Libra, that you actually have two different elements coming together in here. Things are going to be rocky for a little bit. You might have also one person that comes in and out of your life, again, as if to close that door for good. It might stir up some emotions. I feel like it's a very mystical time for you. You don't know what's brewing in your own body, in your own mind, in your own aura, in the world, really. So, dear Libra, I feel like this is going to really cause a lot of like crazy emotions, outbursts, whatever. You might just want to try literally to put your feet on the ground, get grounded, and try breathing through that, because you do have a lot of choices and options that are beautiful for you and not like bad. They're just going to be different. The last card I have is the Three of Hazards, and it's the Three of Pentacles. It's about cooperation. What do you see as cooperation? I mean, this guy is playing fetch with a zombie, and the zombie has, you know, the dog's bone. I don't have my glasses here, but you have the dog like wanting to play fetch. Instead, the zombie's playing fetch. And then you have the family acting like it's all normal and natural. And look at the man here. He's like, you know what? I'm going to throw out a bone for you and see if you bite, if you run to get it. This person almost like echoes the manipulation of the zombies of like, I just want people to do what I want them to do. I don't want them to think for themselves, and certainly don't want them to act for themselves. So it could be that energy. Anyways, again, much love to you. Thank you. I kind of feel like this reading is really powerful, and I still feel scattered, so I'm gonna go meditate a little bit before my shift. But much love to you. And Libra, I don't know, try not to stress too much, okay? Much love to you. If you think about it, you can also do, this is agua florida. I need to do a video on how to kind of cleanse your aura or space or energy. And I'm just going to do it in front of you, Libra, because I feel really scattered after your reading. So I'm just asking for all the energies that aren't mine to be taken away, any anxiety. And you'll feel it with your hands. You're going to feel that energy. I do my feet. I do the soles of my feet. I try to do my back. And you're going to notice all of that energy actually draining. I feel like it's just leaving me. I picture it in my mind going into the ground and becoming part of Mother Earth once again to get transmuted as Mother Earth sees fit, okay? So now for real, with that, much love to you, dear Libra. I hope and wish you well. And that was your April reading. Thank you so much. Bye.